Have you ever stood by a river and just listened? The gentle lapping of water, the rush over rocks. It's usually peaceful, but what if the sounds weren't so natural? What if, instead of the gurgle of the current, you heard voices? Today, we're delving into the chilling mystery of a river that seems to speak, a place wrapped in local legends and unsettling disappearances. Deep in a secluded, almost forgotten valley, there's a river unlike any other. Travelers who stumble upon it often report a strange phenomenon. At first, it's just an odd hum, something you might dismiss as the wind or your own ears playing tricks on you. But if you linger, especially as dusk begins to settle, the sound changes. It sharpens. It starts to sound less like nature and more like whispers. Faint, overlapping murmurs that you can't quite make out, but they feel unnervingly close, as if someone is speaking right beside you. Their words lost in the flow of the water. Imagine standing there, the cool evening air on your skin, and hearing what sounds like a hushed conversation rising from the dark, swirling currents. It's a deeply unsettling experience, one that has rooted itself in the local folklore for generations. The people who live in the nearby hamlets have a name for it, the Whispering River. They've grown up with its eerie chorus as a constant, unsettling backdrop to their lives. These locals carry a solemn warning for any outsiders who wander too close. Don't listen to the water, they'll say, their eyes filled with a gravity that sends a shiver down your spine. They advise against camping by its banks or spending too much time near the edge after sunset. They believe the river has a voice for a reason and that it doesn't speak with good intentions. It's a siren's call, they claim, one that lures the unwary into a trance, pulling their attention and then their very being towards the depths. Their warnings are not just based on old tales. They're fueled by a history of strange and tragic events. Over the years, several fishermen, both local and visitors, have vanished without a trace along this stretch of water. One story tells of an experienced angler named Elias, who knew the river like the back of his hand. He went out one afternoon and never came back. A search party found his fishing rod and tackle box neatly placed on the bank, his half-eaten lunch still there, but Elias was gone. The only thing out of place was a single set of footprints, leading directly to the water's edge, with no signs of a struggle, and no prints leading away. It was as if he simply walked into the river and was swallowed whole. Another incident involved a group of young campers who ignored the local advice. Intrigued by the spooky legend, they set up their tents right by the water's edge, eager to hear the whispers for themselves. In the middle of the night, one of them woke up to find his friend standing mesmerized by the river, staring into the black water as if listening to a secret. He called out, but his friend didn't respond. He only took a step forward, then another, before being lost to the darkness. The surviving camper fled in terror, his story adding another layer to the river's dark reputation. So what is the source of these voices? Is it a bizarre acoustic anomaly, where the sound of the water bouncing off the canyon walls mimics human speech? Or is it something more sinister? The legends speak of ancient spirits bound to the water, lonely and malicious, forever whispering their sorrow and luring others to join them in their watery prison. They say that if you listen too closely, you can start to understand the words. And once you understand, it's already too late. You feel an irresistible pull, a need to get closer, to answer the call. The river continues to flow, its surface calm and deceptively beautiful under the moonlight. But beneath that serene facade, the whispers persist, a chorus of lost voices, forever murmuring their chilling invitation from the deep. They wait patiently for the next person who dares to listen. the next soul to be drawn into the cold, silent embrace of the river that speaks. Thanks for joining me on this dive into the unknown. What do you think is happening at this river? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy unsettling mysteries like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss our next adventure. Stay curious and stay safe.